As smartphone tech tries to find new ways to make screens bigger and better, the foldable smartphone was bound to be the answer. Foldable phones have been talked about for a long time, but now is the first time that most people have one. Google is already encouraging app developers to add screen continuity, multi-resume, and multi-display support to their apps to make the switch to foldable phones easier. Today in this video, we are going to talk about the 10 new foldable phones that are available in the market. But before we begin our video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon as well. So let's get started. Number 1. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4 is the newest member of Samsung's family of foldable phones. The phone has a 7.6-inch AMOLED screen and a 6.2-inch AMOLED cover screen with a refresh rate of 120 Hz. The device is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, which promises speed and performance at a high level. The phone runs on an operating system called Samsung One UI 4.1 Mon, which is based on Android 12 leaders. The smartphone's operating system was made specifically for devices with big screens and to make the apps run better. Number 2. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. Along with the Fold 4, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 came out on the market. It is a cheaper foldable smartphone with a 120 Hz refresh rate and a 6.7-inch dynamic AMOLED screen. The smartphone has a 1.9-inch Super AMOLED panel on the outside of the screen. The base model has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 processor, 8GB RAM, and 128GB of internal storage. The device also runs on Android 12 and Samsung One UI 4.1 Mon is on top of that. Number 3. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G. Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G is Samsung's third-generation foldable phone, and it is better than the ones that came before it. The phone has a 7.6-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X screen with a resolution of 2208 x 1768 pixels and a refresh rate of 120 Hz. This screen, called an Infinity Flex display, can be folded in half to reveal a 6.2-inch screen. This cover panel is big enough to be used as a phone. When you turn on the screen, you'll see One UI 3.1, which is based on Android 11 and has been tweaked to fit your needs. Number 4. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 5G. Samsung has released the Z Flip 3 5G because of how popular the Galaxy Z Flip was. Yeah, the company skipped the Flip 2 name and went straight to the Z Fold name. Anyway, this is still a flip and fold clamshell, but the hinge has been improved to hide away. With this joint, Samsung can talk about different ways to use the phone from different angles. It has a dynamic AMOLED 2X glass panel called Infinity Flex that is 6.7 inches wide and has a resolution of 2640 x 1080 pixels. Number 5. Oppo Find N. The cover screen on the Oppo Find N is 5.49 inches and has an 18:9 aspect ratio and a 60 Hz refresh rate. The main screen, which Oppo calls the Serene display, measures 7.1 inches and has an aspect ratio of 8.4:9. But it's an LTPO panel with a refresh rate of up to 120 Hz. Aside from that, Oppo says that both screens have the same color and brightness settings. Also, the inner display has a built-in ambient light sensor that gives it 10,240 automatic brightness levels and a maximum brightness of 1000 nits. Since the Find N is a folding phone, the screen has 12 layers with 0.03mm ultra-thin glass on top. Not only that, but you also get protection from the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus. Number 6. Moto Razr 5G 2020. The second version of Motorola's legendary smartphone, the Razr brought back the good OG design with some structural improvements, updated specs, and 5G capability. The new Razr has a flip view fold display that is 6.2 inches tall and has a resolution of 876 2142 pixels. There is a notch at the top of this screen where the phone's 20MP selfie camera lies. The main camera, which has 48 megapixels, is on the back of the phone and takes selfies when the phone is folded. This one has a night mode and smarter AI built in. Number 7. TCL Trifold. TCL demonstrated their trifold foldable design that was presented. It is primarily a phone with a display of 6.65 inches, but it can transform into a so-called tablet measuring 10 inches and function much like a true tablet. That's right, a genuine tablet, not simply a phone with a bigger screen. There have been 3 occurrences of this alteration. The Dragon hinge, which is associated with the company, is utilized. There are 3 batteries powering the lights on each of the screens. It may be considered experimental now since when folded, it has a thick profile and there is no software solution. Still, it's an intriguing concept, and TCL ought to be able to find a way to make it work in the future if they put their minds to it. It appears that the Rollable do not have as many folds as the Foldables do. Number 8. Microsoft Surface Duo. Another device with 2 screens is the Microsoft Surface Duo. This one doesn't have a screen that can be folded, but it does have 2 different screens on either side of a thin hinge that can be turned 360 degrees. The idea of being able to do 2 different things at once on 2 different screens is very appealing, which makes the Surface Duo very exciting. The Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 runs the Surface Duo, which has 2 5.6-inch screens. It runs on a custom version of Android that Google helped make. Number 9. Huawei Mate X2. The original Huawei Mate X was a smartphone that could be opened to become a large tablet. The Mate X's that came after it was also an improved version. It had a stronger Falcon Wing mechanical hinge and a better screen. But that changes with the Mate X2, which is based on the design of the Galaxy Fold, though with some changes. When opened, it has an 8-inch screen with a refresh rate of 90 Hz and a resolution of 2480 x 2200 pixels. As for the cover display, the main screen is 6.45 inches and has a resolution of 1160 x 2700 and a refresh rate of 90 Hz. Number 10. Royole Flex Pai 2. Many people wouldn't know that the world's first foldable phone, called Flex Pai, was made by a Chinese company that isn't as well known as Samsung or Apple. The tech community, on the other hand, was not impressed by the bare-bones device that was made quickly. Then, sometime after that, the brand came out with the Flex Pai 2. It said that it had better hinge that had been tested for more than 200,000 folds. On top was a new display called Cicada Wing, which was made up of 100 micro nanoparticles. It was said that this could handle bubbles, creases, and stress from folding. So that's it for today. We hope you found our video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. In the end, thanks for watching and see you next time.